This is DC Kool-Aid and
Lisa.
And we here to talk about
Get Out.
I mean, if you haven't seen this movie yet, for real, don't even
go now. Leave your house, get out of your house, and go see the movie because yeah.
or you be
seen the movie. There might be some spoilers. I don't not guarantee that there is or it's not a spoiler because sometimes when you talk about something, you get excited. You say stuff. Premise of the movie: it's an interracial couple. It's a girl and a boy. Girl is white, boy is black. Okay. Girl is white and the boy is black. And they're going to her vacation home for the weekend so that he can meet her parents. Simple enough. What could be the problem? Well.
That is the problem.
Well, I mean, you know, it starts off nice enough. They're, you know, a nice little couple here. There you go. If you can see any of it. See, that's dad and that's the couple. All right, that's people that work there. There you go, family. You know, and here comes the running scene. There you go.
And that's when your ass should have ran the other way.
We're watching the movie. And it takes a little build up. It's a mental movie. Let's say that. But there are little things that are, if you are black, that you catch up on, that have you going, little cues that you can't really put your finger on, or that you really don't know if you should say something. Number one, the only black person invited to the party
is you.
It's you.
What would you do?
Go home. But yeah, that's number one. The two people that run the house is a black couple, so girl and boy, or a man and a woman. They're
older.
No, I mean they're about their age. They're in their 20s.
Were they?
Oh yeah, they just looked older because you know they've been working hard.
I mean, they look like slaves.
A little bit,
and
yeah.
maids.
I mean, you know, they said they were treating them like family, but they had uniforms. Now, I don't know how you roll in your family, but I don't go to the house in my uniform. I have my clothes on.
Right.
So, it was just that. And the father was very okay with his daughter sleeping with the young man in their house.
So that was
together.
That was a red flag right there. Well, we need a red flag, baby.
What? We need red flags, white flags, a surrender. We need all the flags.
Yeah.
They're sleeping together in the house. Where you do that at?
Right.
Who house you about to go to? You gonna sleep? Well, yes, young man on the couch. Yes.
That was kind of crazy because I was like,
we were like, hey.
I was lost in the beginning because I'm thinking, all right, she's gonna help him get out this house, but all along, she was part of the house.
Well, he was the first black boy she'd ever dated.
Red flag. And then on top of that, her dad said he would vote for President Obama for a third term.
If he could. Which I'm sure there are a lot of people right now wish they could vote for President Obama.
But in that situation, that was a different situation.
That's a different story. So as they're going to this house that is in the woods, it's in the suburb. Aren't they in New York? So it's in the suburbs of New York. It's like the Peekskills back where it's nothing but woods and mountains. On the way, they hit a deer. And he has a very interesting reaction to hitting the deer. I don't know whether he's never seen a dead animal up close or he's ever been in that situation, but it kind of affects him.
But he turns around and go out into the woods.
He still goes. He goes and looks at it. And it kind of sticks with him. But he still goes to the house. On the way to the house, they get stopped by the police. And, you know, She does what white people do when they get stopped by the police. They say what they're not going to do.
Right.
And he just says it's okay, and she's like, no, 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 no. And he's like, yeah. So they get there. So all of a sudden, it's not just a weekend. It is the party that they have every year on the same date, but she didn't remember.
Well, she did remember. She remembered.
No, she didn't remember. She said she didn't remember. No,
You
she
believe
told her
that?
dad. No. She told her dad she didn't remember. We're not telling them the movie. We can't tell them the movie. They haven't seen the movie.
Oh. Well, no, if you didn't see the movie, you need to just...
Yeah, if you haven't seen the movie,
Don't
just
even
stop.
watch us.
Just stop.
Because I'm going to tell you about the movie. Shit, that shit had me up.
I didn't have me up.
I was like, what the hell about to happen next?
So, every time he came into a room when the party started, it hit at the house, it's about 20 older, affluent, you can tell by the way they're dressed, you can tell by how they're speaking, older, affluent white people, mostly couples. The young man who is the star of the movie is a photographer. And one of the people there for the weekend is a photographer who lost his eyesight, a very prominent photographer in New York, but he lost his eyesight. And he was talking to, telling, you know, they were bonding, getting to know each other. So that's okay. That was cool. So we thought that maybe there would be one person in the party who would help this young man. When stuff popped off. We figured that one person would be there to help the young man when stuff popped off.
But his best friend.
That is the comic relief. His best friend, because the movie is from hold on before I lie. I think it's from Key or Peele. Is it? Let's see.
I don't know, but the best friend, he was the dude that came to the rescue because he worked for the TSA. When he say TSA, he said the TA.
Jordan Peele.
He said TS motherfucking A.
It's Jordan Peele of Key and Peele. So you know they are known for their comedy. And they are known for their, you know, tackling tough issues even in a funny way. So you knew there was going to be some comedy. So there is the best friend, who is a TSA agent, who is checking on his boy. Because the reality is, you have went to this place. They haven't been dating for a year. You're in the woods. And there's nobody there but y'all. Okay. So, okay. We're watching the movie and it's taking time, and there are little things to keep you interested. There's his phone continuously gets unplugged. Every time he puts his phone on the charger,
phone unplugged
it's off the charger. It's off the charger. When he goes back, it'll be off the charger. He doesn't think anything about it at first. He just goes on, you know, because they do have people that clean up and people will move stuff, and then 1 or 2 times maybe, but every time you go back to your phone is dead or dying,
you do?
And it's off the charger. So that stuck with him.
He had signs though. It was signs there telling him to get out, but he was being
the father was very, "What's up, my man?" and bro, and I would vote for Obama, and very, you know, with it. The mother was a psychiatrist who was very, I don't know if to say standoffish, but she was very creepy. If you look at the movie, she was creepy because she wasn't happy, she wasn't sad, she wasn't mad, she wasn't anything.
Look like
she was just there. It was like she was just there. So fast forward to the day of the party. Everybody comes out at the same time. Party starts. Yard full of white people, one little black guest. Then all of a sudden you do see another black guest. First of all,
that was crazy.
First of all, if every time somebody talks to you, they smiling no matter what they're saying.
Hi, my name is Seal.
No, not that. No, that's not. No, that's you supposed to smile in. The running scene, you go to him. Sorry, I scared you with my workout. That's how you was looking. Wait a minute. What is you working out? You were fully dressed and you running in Timberlands. Where are you going? In the woods. You're not running from nothing.
He was running from a marathon.
He was running from crazy. Was what he was running from.
Oh,
so we go along, and you just notice every time he comes in the room, everybody in the room turns around. He walks in the room one time, and the lady just comes up to him and starts feeling on his muscles, going, "Yes, you got you a good one, didn't you?"
I know, right?
What the hell?
You got a good one.
What the hell place is this?
I mean, the mother said that.
So it was some. No, it wasn't the mother. It was no. You remember they were in the kitchen, and it was you know how older ladies try to look younger. They've been tucked and Botoxed and taped and shit. And she was trying to look, you could tell. As soon as he walked in, she went, "Ooh, got you a good one, didn't you?"
You sure did.
And there was that one. And there was, yeah, it was just a lot of scenes. And as you're watching, you're going, what is about to happen? So, nobody says get out in the entire movie until the beginning of the movie. You see a young man abducted, a young black man abducted off the streets. You hear him talking on the phone to someone. You see him abducted in a white car. That's the beginning of the movie.
Right.
That's the random beginning of the movie. It doesn't go with anything until you see him again at the party, married to a lady at least 3 times his age.
Yep.
And he's not sounding like someone from Brooklyn. So, the star of the movie recognizes him as someone they knew who had been missing. So he took a picture of him. He forgot the flash was on his camera. As soon as he flashed the camera, that's when he said, "Get out, get out, get out." And you still don't know it at that time why he got to get out. You still don't know. Just still don't know why you got to get out. But it's a little creepy. It's a little freaky. And he puts it off as saying that later on he had an episode and he's sorry. And he had to apologize to the entire party because I had one of my episodes, but now I must leave.
It's like he came back to his normal self.
It's like he came back to the Stepford husband that he was acting like Mr. Roboto, like he'd been programmed to speak a certain way. And it didn't look comfortable on him. It looked like it's not a word. It looked like it looked like he was uncomfortable in his own skin as he was speaking. So it didn't look like something he would be saying when he was talking before his episode. During his episode, he looked like who he was. He was like, "Get out, nigga, get out, get out." And you like, maybe we should go. That's what I'm thinking. So movie progresses. Boy gets up in the middle of the night, goes outside. He's having a dream about the deer from the beginning of the movie. So he goes outside to smoke because he's a smoker. And that's when that's when the guy runs on him doing his workout. He goes in and the mother is sitting in the parlor. Because they have parlors. It's not a den. It's the parlor.
The parlor.
So she's sitting there drinking a cup of tea. Remember, she's a psychiatrist. And she hypnotizes the boy.
Cling, 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 cling. I don't want to hear nothing like that.
So as she's hypnotizing him, yay. He's hypnotized, now he doesn't want to smoke, yay. But you can tell because it was way too deep a hypnosis for just smoking. See, these are things when you're looking at the movie, you're going, what was he thinking? How did he think of all these little clues and all these little things as you put it together? It is one cohesive movie, but it's so many little moving parts, and that's one of the greatness. That's one of the great things about the movie. There are so many little things that catch your eye, that make you think, that make you wonder if it could happen. It's not a horror movie. It's a thriller. It's wonder if they could do this, and you look and you find yourself staring and not blinking because you're scared you're gonna miss something.
Cause that was me. I was like this. I mean, we were in the recliner chairs. They had me sitting up.
So movie goes on. He realizes he's been hypnotized. Blah 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 blah. You get to the thriller aspect of the movie. You leave the drama aspect, which is getting up to the point. Now, in the beginning, when you're trying to see, they're holding bingo. They said they're gonna have bingo. Now, my baby love bingo right here.
I'm not going to bingo no more.
She love bingo. We did bingo on the cruise. She love bingo. So we're watching the bingo, and I think they're doing the bingo with the, you know, they had a little ball to roll the numbers and pop the numbers up and do the bingo. No. They're not even speaking. I've never heard quiet bingo a day in my life. It's 5B or bing, you know, it's hollering. It's a lot of hollering. People telling you not to scream bingo because if you scream bingo, you might get your ass whooped. Because if you ain't got the bingo, you know, that kind of thing. There's a lot of talking in bingo. But this bingo was in complete silence. Everybody had a specific bingo card. And all you saw was the boy's picture and the man up top going, and somebody would lift the bingo card.
They was auctioning him off.
And then he went, and somebody else would lift the bingo card. He hit the 3. Somebody else lifted the bingo card. After that, somebody else lifted the bingo card. The guy in the back, all you saw was the bingo card, but it must have been the best bingo card ever. It was blue zeros. It was all the way down in the old part. Not the zero part, but the older letter. He just lifted it up and everybody went, turned around, and he said, so I guess they was selling whole niggas. Where do they do that in 2017? No, excuse me, not 19.
Nigga.
I thought, now see, what had happened was, I thought they were selling parts. Like the liver, the lungs, maybe a kneecap, some blood, a little transfusion.
No, they were selling
a kidney.
They were selling the whole brother.
I thought they was might, you know, auction off the, you know, it's a lot of parts, a lot of moving parts to a person. I thought it was just, you know, you buy him and get a new kidney, buy him, have a new liver, you know.
Nope.
What the hell? No. They just sell you. They just take you. Not a part of you, not a piece of you, not a deposit, the whole nigga. It's not a parcel, the entire one.
So don't go no backwoods.
Who is sitting there at their house thinking, hey, how about we scoop this part of your brain out?
Right.
Put that part of their brain in. Now you get to walk around. But you can't even explain it because it makes no sense. He was no longer little black guy going to see his girlfriend. He was now going to be the white photographer. That was it.
And he didn't know.
He was not going to be himself anymore. A little sliver of him would have lasted, which was why when he flashed the boy, he tripped out and said, "Get out, nigga, get out." There's a little sliver of consciousness, but the rest of you is in the sunken place. Is where she sent them. She sent him to the sunken place. That's where she hypnotized him to. What the hell?
So if somebody tell you to get out,
go.
Or if you're invited to a party and you're the only black person, don't go.
Don't go.
Well, if you go, bring a whole bunch of brothers and sisters with you. And make sure you pack it.
Don't go. Just don't go. That way you don't have to worry about it. Just don't go. Just. But now, I will tell you, the end is satisfying. The end is extremely satisfying. Because, you know, lately, scary movies, everybody been dying. Even the good person has been dying. Everybody been dying lately. Or the bad person will go to jail and you know they can get out and do it again. You know, it's never just it hasn't been satisfying. Like, even the end of the movie is satisfying because he kills everybody.
Everybody died.
And you were so happy when the girl died. You ain't know what to do with yourself. You were so happy.
You was in the movie doing this. Come on, babe.
we clapped when he killed the brother. Cause he was crazy. He was crazy's best bug. I don't even know why he lasted as long as he did. We clapped when he killed the daddy. I wasn't clapping because the daddy looked like I don't think the daddy. The bad part about it was I think the daddy was a follower to the mama. I think the mama was more in it because I was super happy when he killed the mama though. I'm super happy when the mama died. Super happy. Because all she needed was a teacup and your ass was grass. So.
And his best friend from the TS motherfucking A came and saved his ass. We're going to close this out with the quest.
Peace.